So I expect the market to retrace back to this point. This line is the best place to enter the market. But because this indicator is already telling me that market is going up, even if I buy, this is just a demo account. Even if I buy from this point, I'm not afraid. Now, because I have a good balance. I have a good balance that even if it comes down here, I can put my stop loss. I thought I just click buy here. Let's say I just bought now. Now, even if I buy from this point and the market decides to trace, I know that this is the point it must go to, or even this arrow point. So I have here, if I put the comprehensive pack, this thing, let me put the other indicator so that you see. Now, do you see that there is untested resistance while the market is reversing here? But I know that there is a, do you see that there is resistance showing me here at this sigma channel and at this upper channel. So I know that my take profit is here. This is the reason. When I'm very busy, I cannot really go into deep analysis. This is what I just use. I just use this and give a signal. And some of us make money, some of us are scared. And they just jump out and just turn back and I post. And you see that I'm making big money. I begin to wonder what is happening. Am I doing manipulation? Nothing. Not all the time I'm ready to analyze the markets. The indicator just help me. So when I just check the indicator, I just enter. But now I don't just enter. You see, I told you in the government pattern, I check other things. Now, this market is going to retrace backward and it could scare you. Hey, market is coming down. Oh, and you just jump out. Now, why wouldn't you jump out? When you are using 0.05 lot size, or even the 0.01 lot size, and then your account is $10, $5, or $10. What you should be doing is reduce. You see, I'm entering on 1 hour. When I reduce the time frame to 15 minutes, it's a different ball game. You see, it showed me that the market is somewhere here. So at this point, I should be entering sell. Well, because my money is $10, $5. But because I have over $300 in this account, I can afford to go on a higher time frame, knowing that market is still going to go up. I have a point here. So if I had taken this trade of 15 minutes, definitely I would have entered sell here. I know that this is support to come out from here. So since I understand that what I'm supposed to do is to put my stop loss below this support. Will the market come to this point? I don't think so. Why am I saying so? Because this channel is showing that it's going to go up. So for smaller accounts, you don't enter from where I entered. Where is my time frame? What? You don't enter on 1 hour. My entry was on 1 hour. That's why it says come and already it's telling me that it's untested resistance. Now I traded blindly. If I had put my comprehensive package, I wouldn't have entered this trade sell. Even though I told us that I expect the market to reverse down to this point. So let me say I put this here. Right? Now, my 15 minutes. Let me see whether my 15 minutes will show me this. Good. You see, my 15 minutes is showing me that market is supposed to reverse down to this point. So my resistance, since I've entered wrongly, I should put my distance below the ongoing pattern here. Now you see that my stop loss will be very large. I'm not scared because when I go on my sorry, something is distracting me here. So when I go on my 1 hour, 1 hour telling me that I'm going to go up. When I go on my 4 hours, it's telling me that I still have so since my account is large enough, even though you may be seeing minus and you are scared and you jump out, I already know that I'm giving you the secret why at times I'll enter trade and most of us are out and wondering, hey, what has just happened? And you see that I'm posting profits because I'm able to wait. I know how far the market can go and I know when it's going to reverse. Now this is FS vol. Look at it, FS vol. It's a different case when I'm trading this pen X99 and the time frame is 1 hour. Let's go on 15 minutes to see what is happening. 15 minutes telling me that I should be thinking of reversing. When I put in my comprehensive package, it's telling me that I should be thinking about untested resistance. So instead of entering buy here, let me go on my 1 minute, which most of us are familiar with. See, my 1 minute is telling me that I am at a resistance. Look at it here. Any moment from here, I should be expecting a spike. So what am I supposed to do? I enter a sell. I'm expecting a sell. I'm expecting a spike at this untested resistance. Either this resistance or this resistance. The market is supposed to spike downward. And you can check it later on and see this is pen X99. So this indicator is better used during weekend when virtually analysis doesn't make sense or hardly get a setup. So I'm just giving us a clue on what is in store for those of us that wants to take their trading to another level, because some people have been asking for the indicator, and I told us that the indicator is not free because it cost a lot to get this indicator. But it was almost becoming an issue that I said you have access to the indicator. It does not mean that I will give you the indicator, but just that I'm a man of peace. And to understand that I don't live by people's money. Some have been apologizing, begging me to reinstall the trading forex, whatever I said. I said no, I won't start it again. Let it go. It's gone. It's gone. Let's just leave it. I only work with people that Master Allah recommends. He's my mentor. Only the people he recommends I will work with. So those that have contacted me, I say they should contact him. If he approves of you, fine. We'll add you up to the group he formed. That's all I can say. He's proud of more of us that are here and expect much from us. But nobody will force you or cajole you to do what you're not willing to do. And so I'll be giving all of us that are in this class, all of us that attended, there is a form. I'll be posting on the group. You fill in the form. Whether you are staying with us or you are going, it's up to you. Just as I said, you are entitled to this free indicator, being the first. Subsequently, those that want to have the comprehensive package will have to pay a token to have it. And I've just showed us what is it. I've not even shown us the fullness of it. And that's where I give us most of our signals. And to say that after getting it, you don't need to pay any subscription to continue again, it's up to you. It's up to you. I've just told us all I need to tell us without hiding anything. The indicator on itself without learning and mentorship is not enough. Give yourself 3 to 6 months minimally if you want to really get the hint of this very well. So I just transferred a form to the general group, and honestly, if you go ahead transferring this indicator to just your friends and anybody, you will find out. I will know what to do. So just to let you know that the higher time frame overrides the lower time frame. You can see what is happening in FS4. In as much as in a lower time frame, it's telling us that the market is supposed to sell on our 1 hour, which overrides whose analysis overrides the lower time frame, is telling us buy. So I would rather go with a high time frame. If you are doing the lower time frame 15 minutes, you are only scalping. Your aim is to just get $2-3 and jump. And I cannot be wasting my almost 1-2 months mentorship to teach you scalping. If you really want to stay long in this business, you should be thinking of learning how to hold a trade long. When I started earlier, I initially we entered this trade when I was showing us this indicator, this comprehensive indicator. I told us that when the market was appearing a particular resistance, which was this, and I entered a sell, if I enter a buy, it means that I'm entering from this point. This is a buy, right? I enter from here. Then if you are milking candle, is this small candles, you are milking it. That's what it means, right? When the market was appraising this approaching, rather, this untested resistance, I knew that it was a point to enter sell. Now, if I'm entering sell, when I say let's hunt, what I'm saying is that trade the spike. That means that we want to catch this movement. We want to catch this movement. So if you came here after this spike and we're using this package, or at times I give you signals based on this. When the market came down to this point, I won't just enter sell again from here. I wait for it to approach this untested resistance again. When it approaches tested resistance again, one, I wait for it. It has breaking this untested resistance. I wait for it to retrace back to it. And then I enter another sell again. So that means that me, most times, I don't just come out after each spike. But you can be coming out after each spike, wait for a retracement. Now, without this, now, if you are just using, let me just explain to us something. Let me just a moment. Now, if you are just using this indicator, let's just use this indicator I'm teaching us. The moment the market, if it hits this point, the moment the market hits this sigma, this serves as resistance. This purple color, is it called purple now or lilac? Or what do you call it? Please, pardon me, a woman in the group. I don't know the name of this color. So if I offend you by calling the wrong name, pardon me. So let me call it purple color. You can give it, I think you can change the color. When it was approaching this point, while the market was coming up like this, and I saw this arrow and this, I just entered sell. Now, when the market was approaching this point or approaching this point, it's telling me these are points I should be thinking of entering sell. So you can see the way the market has spiked again. So this will come down again and go like this. So you can see how much I have made. You can see how much I've made from FS vol. Look at FS vol. We enter buy. So why shouldn't I? And I enter with, I mean, this is the lot size. This is the account balance, $390. So I can afford to enter with 0.1 lot size, which is not still recommended. Why? Because I'm using the age of not just my analysis, I'm using an indicator that confirms my movement. So I can take this lot size. So what do? I just close. Now, with almost $90. Now look at this pen X, the spike. I took the spike. This is how much I've made, $9. Now it has hit this point that is telling me that I should exit. So I exit. The market that is now going against me is flip X3. I can see 0.1. Now, do you see flip? This is 0.1, but you see it is not. If it is FSO now, this might be showing me $50 or $100. It's very aggressive. The counting of the lot size and the change in price or the pips is lesser in flip compared to FS vol and those gaining and so if you're using a small account size, I have told us stick to flips. FS vol, yes, maybe say 20. Don't go beyond 20 FS vol. And then know when to, and if you must trade it, use small 0.01, and don't stay too long. Now, because this has given me here, I just jump out. Now, this is I'm on the 1 minute time frame. Most times, pain X or gain X, we most people go to 1 minute. But my analysis, I do it on 4 hours. This is where I do my analysis. So on my analysis is to give me the holistic view of where we're heading to. So on my 4 hours, it's telling me the market, well, I should be thinking of buying any moment from now. You see, it's a buy. But I don't just stick on that, right? That's why I taught us how to take certain trade, engulfing pattern. Now, this is another strategy most of us don't know, which I'm using only for my forex traders that will understand this. A fair value gap when I invited Doji, look at it. This is a fair value gap. Fair value gap, it tells you an internal liquidity. This is an internal liquidity. I told us about external and internal liquidity in our forex class. This is an external liquidity. Each of these band is an external liquidity. Each of these band, this blue, this one with the external liquidity. The fair value gap within is the internal liquidity. Wherever you see, this is a fair value gap. Another one here. Another one here. Another one here. These are fair value gaps. There's a small one here. There's another one here. There's another one here. There's another one. What is a fair value gap? Where there is no corresponding, when there is a sell and there is no corresponding buy, then there is a reverse. You see what I'm telling you to confuse some of us. What is this saying again? That's why it's something I'll take us step by step to teach us what fair value gap is. I have told us that engulfing pattern is also called order block. This is an order block. This is an order block. You draw it into the future. This was supposed to reverse all the way to this front and then jump back because it reversed to this. I did justice to this thing very well. Very, very well. No, but I found out that I'm spending too much time because I spend more time trading forex. My major accounts are in forex. So definitely expect me to spend more time where my bigger accounts are, not in synthetic. So I spend more time there. So if I have everybody there, it becomes more easier for me. That whatever I teach in a forex, I'll just come here, you can apply it. We'll be growing together as a community. And then other things that you don't know, I add it. When I apply, when I trade from, most of us may not be able to apply to afford the big whole concept of my trading package and system. So I liberate from there, send it to you. You add it to what you have learned from your forest and what you are learning from here, and you make money. So when you go on 4 hours, it's different whole thing. So on my 4 hours, I already know that this market is going to sell because of my fair value gap here. You see the fair value gap here, right? I'm seeing here it forms a support, form a resistance. You can see the 3 candle pattern here too, which I told us. So when you see a 3 candle pattern within a fair value gap, it's a very powerful. It's not always 100%, but I tell you this is a very powerful signal. So seeing this, just seeing this alone, I already enter itself. I know the market is going to sell. I don't care what this guy is saying here. Even if I'm just entering from here to this point, because this thing can also move, because of 4 hours can override it. So when I begin to see what is happening downward, reverse, when I see a engulfing pattern, you see it is dropping. When I go on 1 minute, you can see that it is still dropping. You see, it's still dropping. I just came out just for the purpose of classes. But if I was looking at it on my 1 hour, you see my 1 hour is even showing me an engulfing pattern, an order block. Look at it. Do you see the way the market reverts back to it? You see the market reverse back after coming down. You see the market reverse back to the order block, and it's coming down. Even if you are just coming out at this point, at this support level, you have made serious money. So you can enter this trade as I'm talking to you now and hunt this candle and exit at this point, at this price. What price is it? Let me even check. On this pin X99, you can come out at this 1104491. 104491. They are 104680. So you can come out at 104495. So I can give you the signal. This is a signal I'm giving you now. You can enter this trade and come out from here. You have made money. So these are some of the things we'll be talking about. There's something when you are together with other people and you are doing so you will learn some things than in isolation. That will come. I will ask some of us to carry these classes also teach us what they learn. I also learn. I still follow other people. I learn. I still subscribe to other people. I'm learning some of the things that I already know. But there's the way they present it to enter my brain. So, Stephen, that's how we hunt spike. I went ahead and go deeper. This is how we hunt spike. Spike is this. So when I say enter sell, let's hunt. We are telling you that when I say sell, or buy. Your own is just follow instruction. When I'm saying let's go hunting, at times when I mention hunting, I'm trying to let you know that it is spike you are pitching, because some people here. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Can
hear
you
you.
guys hear me? Yeah.
Can you guys
Some
hear me?
people, yes, there are people that don't. I know some of my students here don't even trade candle, don't pick because spike has dealt with them from their previous places. I think from my own signals. From the signal I posted yesterday, the spike took a lot of people. I remember saying, asking, should I enter? This spike, this spike. I told you to clear. But if I don't know how much you have, because the spike went against me by $45, and your account is $20, so I wiped you out. So if I have $100 and I'm seeing $45 against me, I already know that the market is going to come. I'm not scared. Particularly, I have like $300 in the account. So I'm seeing $45. It doesn't move me. Now, that is a very poor money management because I'm risking over 20% of my account. I'm not supposed to risk more than 3, maximum of 5%. But I also told us that you can also split your account into like $300. I can say 30, 30, 30, $30. But there are exceptional times when I'm very confident. But this $30 means that you should enter at a very good price. Not that I say hunt. Then instead of you to hunt, and I told you this way, and I say enter, I put a pending signal where you should enter. You enter, started entering from here. Now you can enter from here, but I already know that there is a support, there is a resistance somewhere here. But if your account is not buoyant enough, between here to here, or maybe you put a very tight stop loss, between here to here, you'll be seeing minus, or use a big lot size. You are seeing -$10, -$15. You'll be scared. You close the account because you want to leave whatever is left in the account. Because you enter the wrong timing. At times, it's not even the wrong timing. You enter with the wrong lot size. At times, it's not the wrong lot size. Your account balance does not permit you to hold until the hunting begins. This is the hunting. This is the hunting. This is the hunting. So when you came and probably when we gave the signal here, you missed this. Don't just enter sell again. At times it happens that after this spike, you see another spike. You see another spike. At times, maybe just wait like after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, most times. From 6 candles, just enter. This thing can just be going up 6, 1, 2. Give yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, another 6 candles. It must definitely spike. Most cases, it will spike. Most cases. And if you are saying this counting, at times doesn't eat you deep like that. Because this one, now the whole of this thing you're seeing, maybe it's not even up to $1. But one spike can take $5. One spike. So you can minimize your risk by just, you see this thing is spiking. Why? Because on the 4 hours I told us it's going down. If you check, you find out that it's almost where I told us it will go. Any of us that is hunting, we are money while we are learning. That's the aim. While you are being mentored, we are making money while you are being mentored. I feel for those that are in the free group that think they are smart, that are waiting for free signal, free signal. Some don't even have the money to subscribe. Yes, some think we don't know what we are doing here. Some people are paying bigger money somewhere else. It's up to them. But this is what they are missing. But out of my generosity, I still give free signal there, thinking that they will use it on their life account and make money and join where the real thing is happening. So if you have friends there that are just there, talk to them. So that is how to hunt. Spike means to take, let's go hunting, means we are trading with the spike. We're not trading against the spike. We want to trade with the spike. We want to trade with the spike. We want to trade with the spike. That's what it means. And you notice something, that this indicator I gave you, the best place to use it is on higher time frame. Because if you're using the smaller 1 minute, you see that it is shifting. Even though it's showing you out that you should buy, you decided to buy, and only for you to see that the market goes against you. So I'm showing us how to use it. What I say, that I give us something that is not working. Why? Because on my 4 hours, or if you're staying on your 1 hour, you can see that it has not gotten to the lower band. So you go to the 4 hours, you mark it. Let's say I mark this level on my 4 hours. Are we all seeing what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
because
I'm
this is
seeing
what we are supposed to do every Saturday. I'm doing it because for those that are going and those that are staying, so I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. Whether I'm staying or you are going, you have this, your right to enjoy this from Monday. If you are not here, nothing for you for the next Saturday. So if I go on my 1 hour, since we are trading on spike, you see that I still have a long way to go down. Do you see? You see that our support is down here. Do you see that our support is, sorry, you can see where our support is. So even if I come on 15 minutes, sorry, 15 minutes showing me that I'm still down here. Look at it. Let me give it a different color. Let me give it, let me give it this color. Aha. You see? Sorry, let me just adjust this. Let me do something. Okay, this will help me to be able to drag the chart up and down. Aha. So you see on the 15 minutes, it's telling me I still have way down. And I go on the 5 minutes. 5 minutes is telling me that I still have to go down. So you don't just work with this indicator on a lower time frame. You can just choose 1 hour, mark it, or 15 minutes and mark it, you see? So, but on 1 minute, even if you're marking 15 minutes, even if you're marking 15 minutes, you come on 1 minute, you see, you are almost there. This it has hit our 15 minutes. Are we together? It has hit our 15 minutes. It has hit our 15 minutes mark. Then we look at our 30 minutes mark. We still have here. Are we seeing what I'm doing? You put it a little above. Hello? Are we listening?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, I heard. So you can see on the 15 minutes, on the 30 minutes, we have gotten 15-minute target. Our 30-minute target is telling us here. So when you come on 1 minute, you find out that, wow, 1 minute is telling you that you should buy. Why should you buy? No. Now, this is for just using this, but if I'm using
Yes,
my
sir, I can see.
exclusive word
Yes, sir,
holistic
I'm with you,
package,
sir.
I don't have to stress myself like this. I already know where to take. And don't be greedy. Meanwhile, if you have made the profit you want, fine. You can be dragging your stop loss. Let's say your stop loss was here. Let's say your stop loss was somewhere here. Sorry, let me pick another option. Let's say your stop loss was somewhere here where you entered. Or maybe say you enter here and you put your stop loss here. You put your stop loss somewhere here, right? You put your stop loss here. And then you already know on your 4 hours, this is where you are coming out. This is your take profit. Because your Sigma tells you should come out from here. So I'm telling us how I place my trade at times, and you wonder this man has not come out and I'm still holding. So at this point, from this point to this point, is where I'm coming out. So by my 1 minute is telling me I should buy. Why should I buy? No, I shouldn't buy. I shouldn't buy. I only use the 1 minute for entry at because my 4 hours gave me a clue. Because of this big shaded part you're seeing, which is the fair value gap. So within the fair value gap, I already know where to. So I go back my 1 minute. I just took advantage to enter early in 1 minute, either at this point or at this point. Hello? Can you hear me?
Please, we are here. We are
Yes, sir, we
listening.
can hear
Clearly.
you,
All right,
sir.
all right. Sorry. Okay, so I use my 1 minute. I use my 1 minute to know where to enter. I don't know why my tool is not picking. Okay. I use my 1 minute to enter either at this point or at this point, within this shaded area. This I'm telling you how I do my analysis and I share with you people. Within this shaded area, within this shaded area, or within this shaded area. So I enter at this point. Oh, last, if I don't get it, I get it. I know that I still have some profit to make. So when I enter from this shaded area, I'm making money. So this is a live trade people are saying I'm doing. So it's not hindsight. And I enter the trade before you guys, and you guys see how much we have made. And so you can see. So I can still enter this trade. I can still enter this trade. I don't care how you know that it will not go the real bias is sell. So I just enter because pain S gain S, you cannot do anything less than 0.1. So I put my take profit here and I expect to make a take profit of let me see how much when I click it, $6. Now I can put my stop loss maybe $3. That's 1 to 2. Let me see with this $3, is $2. I can put it here. I know that it won't get to this point. Let's say this is around $3. Oh, that's $5. That's too large. Midway. Let me put it midway this point. I can see the way this one has been going 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I'm supposed to enter, but I'm just entering this for educational purpose because I already know that the bias is sell and it won't go. I don't expect this man candle to go 10 candles or 20 candles before it spike with the way with what I'm seeing. So I put my take profit here. If my take profit is $6, my stop loss is not supposed to be more than $3. It's called 1 to 2 ratio. Whatever you are targeting, you are risking half of it. If you are risking $1, then you are targeting $2 or more. I can even don't target anything less than twice what you are risking. You can also target just what you are risking, $3. It's still fine. So that is how to hunt for candles, Steven. I hope you understand now. So each time I say we are hunting, this is what it means. We are picking. So at times, since you are using your phone, everybody's using your phone. I cannot begin to, and at times I don't have access to my laptop. When I'm doing it, I might be in a busy place, but my laptops are down. So I have to just leverage on fair value gap, liquidity zones, and then give us feedback. I hope it's quite understood.
Yes, sir, it is now. Thank you, sir.
Very clearly. Well,
All right.
please, sir, how can I
Yes.
identify liquidity zones?
Liquidity zones is not best identified on 1 minute. Better is 1 hour, 4 hours on the higher time frame. They give you a better zoom. You can do it on all the lower time frame. It doesn't matter whether pain X or gain X. So let me expand this. Yeah, liquidity zones. Another word for liquidity zones is what we call support and resistance. If we're using this indicator, we are getting it. This is a liquidity zone where this indicator forms a straight line on the higher time frame. The external liquidity for this indicator is where there is a horizontal line. This is the first liquidity zone, this point. Now, the real liquidity zone without this indicator, the indicator is depleting its own liquidity zone, is this point. This is liquidity zone. This point is liquidity zone. These are liquidity zones. Now, these are internal liquidity zones and external. These are external liquidity zones, which are also internal liquidity zones when you go to higher time frame. The real liquidity zone for this particular 4 hours, it's where the market reverses. That's the real, all this one I'm marking are internal liquidities. The real liquidity is where the market reverses. Here is external liquidity. This is another liquidity zone here. This is another liquidity zone. This is another liquidity zone. These are liquidity zones.
Yes, sir.
These are
Thank
liquidity
you
zones.
very
So
much.
you pick this liquidity, but now you don't just trade up liquidity zones. You wait for a draw on liquidity. The pot of this liquidity. These are the liquidity zones. Sorry. So you see, these are liquidity zones. Even this small point is a liquidity zone. Where it's from. Now this thing can drop again, and I guarantee you that it might drop, but it can reverse at any point. It must not reach this liquidity zone. At times, just target 1 to 2 reward ratio, 1 to 3. Don't go looking for unrealistic liquidity profit where you enter from this point, you will not come out. You say you want to make the money that Don Cote has, so you will make it from here, $159 or 1 trade. It is very, very possible. I do it a lot. But not all the time. The market can choose to reverse at any point and then engineer a new liquidity before going up. And you find out that you have lost giving back to the market what you made earlier. You see what I'm teaching here is applicable in Forex. And in Forex is where you see this thing real. So you find out that this market, if you go back on your 1 minute, this market is still dropping. Now, because at times I know that this market is going to drop, and because I entered the wrong place, this thing can still go and take my $3 to take me out. So what I do, because of the volume of money I have, why am I risking $3? Why am I risking $3? I have $30 or $100 and I'm risking. So if I have $300, I'm risking nothing less than $30. If I'm risking nothing less than $30 or $10 at most, let's say $10. Let me see, this is like, it's like $7. This stop loss like $7 on the 1 minute. So, but I don't do this risk analysis on 1 minute. I go where I enter 1 hour. That's why because my 1 hour will show me where I'm supposed to put this stop loss. I'm supposed to put it above the liquidity zone that the market starts, the internal liquidity zone, which is somewhere here. Now, if I am doing that, which is $17, this is the most safest place for me. Then I should not be targeting anything. I should not be targeting anything. If I'm risking $17, if I'm risking $17, I should be making the $17 minimally. This one is selling me $13. Why will I be risking? I'll be risking $18 or $13? No. So to get the good perspective, since I'm taking the internal liquidity for 4 hours, I won't be stopping here. Even though this is where I should be coming out. I'm looking for twice my amount. I'm looking at somewhere here, around $40. This is where I'm coming out from this trade. But because I already have a liquidity here sitting on the 4 hours, short term, what is expected of me is to be realistic in my target. I put it somewhere here. I go back not on 4 hours. Maybe I take 15 minutes. Where is the liquidity zone on 15 minutes? Where is the liquidity zone on 5 minutes? Let me say on 15 minutes, it's still somewhere up here. Let me say on 15 minutes, my liquidity zone is showing 16 minutes, is still high for me. So even this point is another liquidity zone, and it looks like this thing might take me out. So what I do at times, I go back on 5 minutes. Let me see where is the closest liquidity zone, because the 5 minute liquidity zone is playing out in 15 minutes. It's time to reverse at this point. So how far will it go? There's another form of liquidity like this one here. I can take it midway of this range. Look at this range to this range. From this external liquidity to this external liquidity on 5 minutes, that's what we call the Fibonacci ratio. See, I'm just going ahead teaching us what I'm reserving for my forex group. This is Fibonacci, it shows me the midway, 50% midway between this point to this point, which is 50%. So what I do, I go above it. I don't expect this market most times, no matter how stubborn it is, it will go to this point. But if it takes me out, no wala. Is it not? You see, my risk now is $10. So I can now, even the $10 is too high for me because of what I'm targeting. Because if I'm targeting $13 somewhere here, particularly on the 4 hours. If let's say I come back to my 4 hours, put it here, as I'm targeting $13, I'm risking $9. Well, it's 1 to 1 or 1 to 1.5. It's still fair. At least I'm getting more than half of what I am putting on the ground. So if I put 5 minutes, we'll go back to a 1 minute. It's because of the market has hit a particular critical 15 minutes, whatever you call it. That's why it's going up. So at times you can just stick to the 15 minutes. I just did this just for the purpose of this tutorial. So you can do 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. 15 minutes, you mark your 15 minutes. Mark your 15 minutes external liquidity, which is this point. The external liquidity, if you have missed it where it's coming from, which is missed this. So if you have missed it, you come on the 1 minute where you got the first entry. So if you have entered from either this point or from where the market begins to tell you to enter, so you know that on 15 minutes, you're supposed to come out here. So if you have entered earlier, you're supposed to come out this way. I'm entering stuff. This way I should have come out. So at times, this is where you only start hunting. And you find that the market is going against you and you're wondering why. It will definitely go down. On the 4 hours, we know it's going to come down. It's just that you need to give enough space before the spike happens. To place a new order. So you click on it. When you click on it, this is sell or buy. This is where you choose your lot size. This is where you choose a stop loss. I usually post my signal with stop loss, but I put the line. I don't type it. I don't have time to need to type this long reading. It's too long for me. And then you type this take profit as I show on my screenshot. So you can just look at it, type it, and put. So you can just look at my screenshot or based on this liquidity zone. And all you need to do is put your cursor here. Put it to highlight the way you are seeing my own highlight with arrow up and down like that, short arrow up and down. You can drag. If you drag it here on a sell trade, if you drag it up, that's your stop loss. If you drag it down, that's your take profit. So I need to adjust this. But my take profit is somewhere down. So that's how to so this is it. So if I go on my 4 hours and position my take profit properly. All right, please. I think I need to. This meeting was supposed to be 30 minutes. It's going for almost over 2 hours, going to 3 hours now. So I need to take a break because I have the forex market to analyze and then give my outlook, particularly for gold. I want to concentrate on gold, 5 currencies for next week. So I need to give my outlook for them concerning next week. So you can use it to learn. You don't have to trade it, but you get the knowledge. If you have a forex account, fine. If you don't have, contact me. I can recommend a broker for you if you want to start. If you have a broker, fine. You can fund it or you can demo trade. The important thing is to gather the knowledge, whether you are demo trading or live trading. Gather the knowledge and you can apply your knowledge anywhere to leverage and knowledge for better and great profit. So I believe I have done justice today, and I appreciate you for all your time that you have spent.